I don't know. I would imagine that if you're in Rock Hill and you're out flying a drone now, someone's going to come up to you and be like, "Hey, you're the drone guy?" Because that's what I get a lot. So
this is the real drone guy.
yes, the real one, the original.
Welcome back to Community Corner. I'm Jamie Leggett with Reinhardt Realty, and today we're with Aaron, the Rock Hill drone guy. So Aaron, welcome. Thank you for being on the Community Corner and telling us a little bit about your business and what you do. We see your truck all around town, so we want to hear more about you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the support online and happy to do this.
Yeah, I love to follow you. You've got some great drone shots out. You do some drone work around town for Fountain Park, the county, the city. So that's where everyone would find your work and recognize you, right?
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, that's where a lot of people would recognize it from. Stuff around York County, but I do go pretty much all over, wherever the gig is. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I do a lot of work for I've done work for the city and the county and even the state at some levels.
Well, you do a really great job showing everyone what it looks like here in Rock Hill and York County. Knowing we're growing so much, I know people love seeing that work online. So how did you come up with the name, the Rock Hill Drone Guy?
So it's a great question. I appreciate it. And there's a cool story behind it. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But there was a program called the Bell X Prize. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a program called the Bell X Prize, and it was like Shark Tank with minority-owned business owners that were launching new businesses and stuff. And Andrew Cope at JM Cope put up, I want to say it was $100,000 and like a 6-month training of all these entrepreneurs. And it went on, and week after week that people were kind of getting cut and getting out of it and stuff. But I was just the videographer that got hired to document it.
Okay.
So as time went on, I'm behind the camera and I'm just learning all these lessons that are being taught, right? And I'm bonding with them because like you guys are doing here, I was interviewing a lot of people throughout the whole process. And so by the end of it, kind of a light bulb went off my head. I think it was December 2019. I was like, I'm going to start a new business too. And I'm going to use everything I learned in my previous business experience and from the Bell X Prize to launch the Rock Hill Drone Guy. And so that was the inspiration for the company.
Excellent. Okay, so you're a behind the camera guy, really.
Very much so. Very much so. Sorry if I'm nervous today. I'm used to being behind the camera.
I prefer to be behind the camera too. So we have Caroline over here too. Well, maybe you'll get to see her later. She's behind the camera today. So you grew up in the Ohio area and started playing with cameras and videos and things from a young age. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So when my brother was 15, my oldest brother was 15, and I was 12, he was making a little short film. I think we were using Hi8 at the time, the old school, Hi8 tapes. And he was making a little sketch, and he wrapped me up in it somehow, some way. And he just kept doing it, and we just kept doing it. And we had a public access show for a couple of years in high school. And then after that, I moved down here, and I went to school at York Tech with Sharam Azhiri for a television production. And that's kind of how I got down here. And that was, I guess, 2006 now. So I've been down here a good bit. This is home. This is home. This is home. I love it.
Absolutely. So when did you start the Rock Hill Drone Guy business? How long has that been in?
So I think I did the paperwork at the end of the Bell X Prize, December of 2019, and I formally rolled it all out once it was all ready, I think February 2020.
Okay. All right. Along with a lot of other projects you have going on, but that's fun.
Yeah.
Tell me about the other project you were mentioning. You're working on maybe an upcoming series highlighting musicians?
Yeah. So, pre-COVID, a lot of my work that I was doing was going around and filming local musicians all over the Carolinas, North and South Carolina primarily. And it was always some small main street that was cool and had a little bit of charm. And it was always something, the experience itself was something I wanted to show other people. And also spotlight the local artists that were just like me. They're kind of gig workers or getting this gig here and there. But there's a lot of talent. And one thing I noticed whenever I'd go to these guys is I'd go to their shows. I'd be backstage with them before the show, and we're all kind of getting ready, doing our thing, loading in. And I always ask them the same thing. Hey, you got any originals? And every musician, if there's any musicians watching this, they can relate. Most of the musicians that are so talented, they have all these original songs. Backstage, they tell me all about it. They might even play a little bit. And then I'll be like, man, do that tonight. Go out there and play that tonight, and we'll make a video out of it just for you, for your original thing. But they're all, not all, but most are like, man, we can't. We can't, man. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear my stuff. They want to hear Free Bird. They want to hear, you know. So
I love original music. I'm a big follower of local music, and there's so much talent out there. So that's a great program to help these guys out and showcase them here in the future.
Absolutely, I love it too, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really love it, and so my philosophy on life is like I'm pretty basic, I'm pretty normal, and if I like it, there's other people that will probably like it, and
Right.
so anyways, we started this thing called Live on Main, and COVID hit, so we kind of had to go digital, and it was more incentivized then on my part to help them get gigs, because when COVID hit, everything was shutting down. All these talented people are losing gigs, so I started doing a little show called Live on Main here, where they'd come in here, do a little interview about who, what, when, where, why, and then perform one of their songs, a little electronic press kit kind of.
Nice. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're in the studio for the Rock Hill Drum Guy here today, Aaron's studio, which is a sweet setup. So you'll probably see some of the equipment here, but we feel pretty special that we could be here with you today. And
Thank you.
I would like to know a little bit more about what your favorite project is you've done so far as a Rock Hill Drum Guy.
Oh man, well, the murals are tough to beat.
You're right.
I mean,
the murals are beautiful.
The murals are tough to beat. Like even before we started really getting them all around here, every time I'd be in the middle, you know, I travel a good bit for work and I'm on the road a lot, and I'd see these small towns with like a mural and be like, man, that is so cool. So I started capturing them. But now what Rock Hill's done with Mural Mile over the last few years, I mean, getting to meet the artist and then watching the before, during, and after has been incredible, and seeing their different personalities and their different styles, and then following them years later on their social media. Right. And kind of just rooting for them. So probably the murals.
They're pretty awesome. If you haven't been to Rock Hill to see the murals, you should. I saw there's a new one going up at the old gas station across from the White Home. I saw her out there drawing the other day. Pretty fun.
I did see that. I guess they're supposed to be done this week, later this week. Okay. I don't know when this is out, but yeah. Maybe it'll be done before this is.
If not, you'll be able to come see it soon. You can reach out. You can reach out to us, and we'll definitely on social media, we can point you in the right direction. We love to give tours of our town for sure.
Well, let me expand on that last answer too, just so nobody gets mad at me about my favorite project in Rock Hill, yes. Because I have so many for real that are just so fun. But obviously, these events, the Oktoberfest. Was really cool last year. They had a German brewery come down, and they were actually singing in German with their mugs, and everybody's, you know, beer sloshing around in the cameras and drinking and dancing, and that's fun. St. Patrick's Day Festival every year is really fun. Come see me is really fun. Christmasville. Oh my God, yeah.
So many great events that
so many.
Able to capture from a different vision and it makes it a lot of fun for people. Think about the people that actually can't get out, maybe come to those things, but they get to see what it looks like too. So
I get comments like that on social media, and I never thought about it like that, but it's really cool. There's a lot of people that just are living through.
Yeah, your eyes, absolutely.
And you know, to me, sometimes it gets redundant. Like, you know, not redundant like that what I'm saying, but the view you don't appreciate. I'm too close to it.
That's right. You don't appreciate it from an artistic eye, but the rest of us do, for sure.
One more project I got to tell you about that I'm working on right now that's really cool. The Keith Corporation and Choke Construction are working over on the Thread. Are you familiar with the Thread in Rock Hill? Okay, so that is we're like a multi-year project where they brought me in to document the build, and oh, it's just so crazy because I've been on that, I guess, since 2018 through different, I think it was with the county I was working on. Yeah, and watching what they're talking about doing and having the animation overlaid over on top of my footage of what it's going to be. And now it's really happening. And I'm in there probably 3 times a month just flying through, and it's just so incredible. I can't wait for that to be done, for everyone to see that.
Yes, it's kind of like the powerhouse coming to fruition. And for those of you that do not know, the Thread is part of the Old Springs Industry Mill here in Rock Hill. It's an extension of downtown, and there'll be retail and mixed use there. But the history of the buildings and how they're keeping everything so people can see the history, and then it's evolving and it's not getting torn down is pretty special.
Absolutely. So and for anybody,
I'm going to look forward to seeing all of those.
Thank you. It's really fun. And the way I look at it and the way I hope other people in Rock Hill will look at this is that the Panthers thing, the Panthers and all that situation sucked. But the Thread is really something this region has to look forward to. It is so cool. It is so awesome. It's not as visible, not as talked about, I don't think yet, as the Panther Stadium was, but this is going to change Rock Hill. It's so cool.
Well,
So,
this is certainly long. This is certainly long term. It's more than just sports.
Yep.
Although sports is important to a lot of people, we don't want to negate that. But
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a very exciting project. So thank you for sharing that with us
Yeah.
because we'll definitely be looking at that and looking forward to seeing your drone work. It was really cool to get the interview with you today. I know we've had some great conversations. Kind of near and dear to my heart. My only son is a drone videographer too. So in the film industry, so you guys have a lot in common. So it made it really easy for me to chat with you about this.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Now, if anyone wants to hire you for a project, and tell us just a few projects off the top of your head that you would be available for doing, construction, new developments,
Yes.
events.
Yeah, so basically, I do a lot of stuff ranging from economic development, event recaps like Oktoberfest, St. Patrick's Day, food truck Fridays, whatever, to commercial real estate, big developers, pretty much everything you could imagine a drone might be a part of, I do.
Well, share everyone. We'll make sure we share your phone number.
Yes, ma'am.
And your website is.
So yeah, if you're looking to find me, you can. A lot of the calls I get from other people outside the region is they just Google me. You can just go to Google the Rock Hill Drone Guy, or you can check me out rockhilldroneguy.com, and all the social media links and everything will be on there.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron. It was a pleasure meeting with you today. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. And thank you again to all of our viewers for joining us on the Community Corner today in Rock Hill. This is Jamie Leggett with Reinhardt Realty, and Caroline Stallings is back here behind the camera. I know you're going to see her in front of the camera sometime soon, but be sure to follow us on social media. I'm Jamie Sells the Carolinas on IG.